Fourth grade, we have so much to cover in language today, so we're going to get started right now. We are going to be talking about lie and lay. Those are our two troublemakers that we have today, and I will tell you, these are some of the hardest ones that we have, lie and lay. But once I teach you this, hopefully you will start to learn the difference between the two. Okay, so lie means to recline or rest. Lie means to rest or recline. Hey, we have a word just like that. We just talked about it yesterday. Sit means to rest. But lie means to rest or recline. And these are the forms of lie. We have lie, that's like today I lie. I am lying. Yesterday I lay. I have lain. And this is talking all about resting or reclining. Okay, so Matt lay under a tree. He did that in the past. He rested or reclined under a tree. Now, this is the tricky one. Now, this one we have lay. Lay means to put or place something, and our forms of this are lay, laying, laid, have laid. Lay, laying, laid, have laid. And this is to put or place something. Hey, that's the same definition as set. Yes, set and lay have the same definition, to put or place something. Let's say lay, to put or place something. Lay, laying, laid, have laid. Okay, and with laid, you're putting or placing something, which means you have to have an object. I laid the packages on the bed. You have what did you lay? You laid packages. So this is the object that you have that you laid down or you put down. Lay, today I lay my seat work on my desk. So you have to have an object. You can't just say I lay, okay? You can't just say today I lay, unless you're talking about the other one. And that wouldn't make sense. So you have to say, today I lay my seat work on my desk. I am laying my Legos out to build a castle. So you're putting them down. I laid my pencil here yesterday and it's missing. That means you put it there. I have laid my coat on my bed for many years. Okay, you're putting your coat there. Okay, so this is lay. Lay means to put or place something. So you have to have an object, and let's say it's lay, laying, laid, have laid. Lie is lie, lying, lay, have lain. Now the tricky part is you can't go by what sounds correct in your head, because for many years I'm sure you've been saying lie and lay and using them incorrectly. So lie means to rest or recline, and it's lie, which is easy, lying, and then to remember this, it's lie, lying, lay, have lain with an N. And that can remind you the N at the end of laying can stand for a nap because you're resting or reclining. Laid is put. Okay, laid is put, and laying is like a nap. Okay, so if we had this sentence, I will lie or lay on the couch. I will lie or lay on the couch. Hopefully you said, I will lie on the couch. And I know some of you said, no, but lay sounds right. That's why I said you can't go by what sounds correct. I will lie on the couch because you're saying I will rest or recline or take a nap on the couch. You're not putting on the couch, okay? No, which reminds me of one of my kids in second grade. One time they were writing a paper about making a cake, and they said I am putting it there, but instead they said I put the cake in the oven, then I put sprinkles on it, then I put eggs, I put flour, and he kept using put and put and put over and over again. Except he didn't use the word put, he used the word pooted. So Pooted. So he said, I pooted eggs into it, and I pooted it into the oven, and I took it out and I pooted sprinkles on it. We're not pooting today, okay? If you are lying on the couch, you are resting. You are not pooting. So make sure you use the right one. I'm so sorry. I thought I saw someone out there outside, and that was scary. Okay, the next one is lie or lay those books on the table, please. Lie or lay those books on the table, please. We are saying to put those books on the table. So put is the same as put or place, which is lay, not lie. Those books are not taking a nap. Now, next, I lay or laid the packages on the bed. You laid them because you are putting them there. And they're both the same forms, so you have to choose, is it lay, like in the past, or laid? And laid, it would be putting because you have an object. So one thing that you can do is you can just substitute the word put for to put or place one. So for, not for lie, for lay, laying, laid, have laid. Just like we did with set, if you substitute the word lay, laying, laid, have laid for put, and it doesn't make sense, then it's probably the wrong use. Okay, so which one, lie or lay, which one has to have an object? It is lay. Okay, let's say I'm ready. Lie means to rest or recline. Lie, lying, lay, have lain. And lay means to put or place something. So you have lay, laying, laid, have laid, with the D that stands for when we're putting. Okay, or pooting. Now go to page 239. The verb lie means to rest or recline. Its forms are lie, lying, lay, have lain. Today, see, I will lie on the couch. I will rest. Mom is lying down for a few moments. Matt lay under a tree. Have you lain? Nap. Have you napped there all afternoon? Okay. Now, the verb lay means to put or place something. Lay, laying, laid, have laid. Lay those books on the table. You're putting books on the table. There's an object. Aaron is laying his wet mittens. He's laying mittens. That's the object that he's laying down. I laid the packages. They're laying packages. Dad has laid that information by the telephone. Information is what's being put. Now look, substitute all those. Put those books on the table. Aaron is putting his wet mittens on the clothes rack. I put the packages on the bed. And Dad has put that information by the telephone. Good. After using the form of the verb lay, you will always need to name the object you are placing. You never lie something, but you always need to lay something down. The objects which are being put or placed in the above sentences are in dark print. Which two verbs that you have studied so far have the same definition? Set and lay. Yes. Lie and lay are two verbs which are frequently used incorrectly, and as I told you, this one's the hardest one, especially since both verbs share the same form lay. That's why it's so hard, because lie, lying, the past of lie is lay. I know, but it's a different one. And then lay is the present of the other one. I know, it's so confusing, I'm sorry. Try memorizing these sentences that correctly use the forms of lie and lay. Then, if you could become confused about whether to use lie or lay, you can quickly refer to a sentence you know is right. So, now he lies on the couch. Or, now he is lying on the couch. Yesterday he lay on the couch. Often he has lain on the couch. Lain like a nap. Now I lay my pencil down, or now I am laying my pencil down. Yesterday I laid my pencil down. Often I have laid my pencil down. And so that has all four forms of the verb. I don't know if you saw. Lie is lying, lay has lain, am laying, laid have laid. Did you notice that? On either side they have lie, lying, lying, lay have lain, lay, laying, laid have laid. Okay, so memorize those forms and know which one goes with which. I can't even speak. Okay, we are on page 240. Underline the correct verb in parentheses. If you use a form of the verb lay, meaning to put or place something, you have to circle the object that is being placed, just like set. Okay, number 1, lie or lay quietly so you'll not disturb anyone. Oh, we're taking a nap or resting, so it is lie. Okay, now if they give you the option, I'll give you a hint. If they're giving you the option of lie or lay, they're not asking the same form like lie and lay. They're asking you two separate ones with the two separate definitions, okay? Number 2, lie or lay your things on the table. We're saying put your things on the table, so it is lay. And what's the object we're laying? Things. Circle things. Number 3, he lay or laid his tools down. Is he resting them? No. Is he resting? No, he is putting them. So put is laid, L-A-I-D. And what's he laying? He's laying tools, so circle tools, okay? Number 4, the sick boy lay or laid in bed all day. Well, he's resting, he's not putting, so it's lay, L-A-Y. Number 6, right? No, number 5, please lie or lay your books on the shelf. Well, books are being put or placed, so it is lay. Number 6, she should lie or lay down for a nap. She's resting, so it is lie. Number 7, the tree has lain or laid there since the storm blew it down. Now this one is a little tricky, because some of you might think that it's putting or placing something because it's a tree, but the tree is just resting there. So I know the tree isn't taking a nap, but the tree is resting there, so the correct one is lain, L-A-I-N, because it doesn't make sense to say the tree has put there. Okay, number 8, Adam has lain or laid down on the couch. Adam is reclining, it's L-A-I-N, like a nap, okay? Number 9, Paul has lain or laid all the wood by the fireplace. Is Paul taking a nap? He's not, he's putting wood down, right? So it's laid, L-A-I-D. L-A-I-D, he's putting, what's he putting? He's putting wood, so circle wood. Number 10, I lay or laid under the apple tree to enjoy the blossoms. Are you resting or are you putting? You are resting under that tree. It's L-A-Y. Number 11, Mary lain or laid baby Jesus in a manger. Did Mary rest or did Mary place Jesus in the manger? She put Jesus in the manger, right? So it is laid, L-A-I-D. Some of you are like, but Jesus was taking a nap. No, but the subject that goes with that verb is Mary, and Mary's not doing the resting. Does that make sense? So Mary laid, L-A-I-D, and what's she laying? What's she putting or placing? Jesus. So circle Jesus, because that's what she was putting in the manger, who she was putting in the manger. Number 12, the snow lay or laid over everything. So is the snow putting over everything? It is not putting over everything, so it's not L-A-I-D. Is the snow resting over everything? It is. And those are tricky, like the tree and the snow. So it is lay, L-A-Y. It's resting there. Number 13, James, lay or lie your ruler on your desk. We're saying put it there. We're saying James put it down. So it is L-A-Y, lay. And what are we telling him to put? The ruler, circle ruler. Number 14, the boys have lain or laid their fishing poles on the riverbank. The boys are not napping. The boys are putting or placing something. So underline laid, L-A-I-D. And what are they laying? They're laying a fishing pole. So circle poles or fishing poles. Number 15, large piles of leaves lay or laid on the sidewalk. Are the leaves putting or placing something, or are they resting? They're resting, so it's L-A-Y. Number 16, a huge fish lay or laid in the bottom of their boat. Now, is the fish putting or is the fish resting? It's resting, so it's L-A-Y. Okay, number 17. Daniel lay or laid the flat tire in the back of the pickup truck. Is Daniel putting or is he resting? He is putting. He's putting the tire. So underline laid, L-A-I-D, and circle tire. That's what he's laying down. Number 18, the jeweler laid some rings on the countertop. The jeweler is placing something or putting something, so it is laid, L-A-I-D. What's the jeweler laying? Some rings, circle rings. At number 19, that fallen tree has lain or laid there for years. We're talking about the tree. The tree has rested and it is lain, L-A-I-N. Now, I know I went through those all with you. How did you do? I hope you did well and you're understanding these. Lain, L-A-I-N, that means it's resting. It's reclining, like the N to tell us to take a nap. L-A-Y, lay, laying, lead, have laid, that is putting or placing, and you have to have an object. And you can substitute the word lay with put or place, or putting. Now, like the verb set, the verb lay also has some special uses in our language besides meaning to put or place. Can you explain what lay means in this? The cackling hen laid an egg. So that doesn't mean put or placing, right? It means it's like hatching an egg, right? So that's a different definition. Now, Mr. Anderson lays carpets and Mr. Benson lays bricks. Well, this one, he's putting carpets down, and the other one, he's putting bricks down. So those are different definitions for lie and lay. Now, on notebook paper, write 4 sentences using lie, laid, lay, and lain. I want you just to think of 4 and say them and test for each one. You don't have to write them, but you can test them and say, okay, L-A-I-N, lain, is that talking about something resting and reclining? Laid, L-A-I-D, what's my object for laid? Lie, is it resting or reclining? Lay, is it putting or placing? Think of those definitions. We're on page 241, so we are moving on, and then when we get done, we're going to talk about our book report. Oh, you thought I forgot, but today's the day. Okay, so we're going to do number 1 through 10 of Think C, okay, 1 through 10. Write the correct form of lie or lay. Now remember, lie means to rest or recline. Lie, lying, lay, have lain. And lay means to put or place something. Lay, laying, laid, have laid. Okay, so number 1, Mary has blank a sheet of paper on each desk. Right away we should see, oh, she's putting something, so it has to be a form of lay. Now remember, it's either lay, wrong one, it's either lay, laying, laid, or laid. So is it Mary has lay? No. Mary has laying? No. Mary has laid. Mary has laid, L-A-I-D, a sheet of paper on each desk. Number 2, this morning Rested or reclined or put or placed in bed. Oh, you should say that you are resting or reclining. So this would be lie. So which one would it be? Lie, lying, lay, of laying. Well, you did it in the past, so it is lay, L-A-Y. You say, wait, that means put or place. It doesn't. It's the past form of lie. Okay, number 3. That book has lie or lay. Is the book resting or is the book putting or placing? The book is actually resting, so it is resting or napping, L-A-I-N. The book has lain on the desk too long. Number 4, Devin blank on the sofa most of the time. Is he resting or is he putting? He is resting or reclining, so it has to be a form of lie. You could say Devin lay, L-A-Y, on the sofa most of the time, meaning he did that in the past. Or you could say Devin lies, L-I-E-S. He reclines on the sofa most of the time. Whichever one you thought. Number 5. Blank your work aside and come to dinner. Oh, right away you could say, oh, I'm saying put my work aside, which means I am putting or placing, which is lay, L-A-Y, actually capital L-A-Y, lay your work aside. Number 6, Jack, blank down and take a nap. We're telling him to rest. You saw the word nap, so it is lie down, L-I-E. It is not lay down because lay is in the past. You don't lay down, you're lying down. Lie down, you're resting. I know, it goes against what sounds right. Number 7, Jack blanked down and took a nap. Now he did it, so it is lay. I know I'm tricking you. I'm so sorry. It's lay down, L-A-Y, because it's not laid down, L-A-I-D, because it's not, if it were L-A-I-D, it would be he put. And we cannot say Jack put down and took a nap. He's resting, but he's not doing it right now. So when we said Jack lie down, we're saying do it in the present. But now we're saying he did it already, so now it's lie, lying, lay, have lain. It's the lay of that. Okay, so that's why it's L-A-Y. Number 8, he told me to blank down, so I blanked down. I know this is getting super confusing, and you might not get it all today, but we're going to keep going over this, okay? So we're saying, he told me to do this. He commanded me to do this, so I haven't done it yet, so it's present. He's telling you to nap, which is lie, L-I-E. He told me to lie down. Okay, he told me to rest. So I obeyed and I did it already, which is I-L-A-Y, down. We're using both forms of resting and reclining. We're saying he told me today to lie, so I obeyed and I lay down. Okay. Now, number 9. Samuel was blanking on the floor and William was blanking bricks and rows. Okay. Samuel was the one resting, okay? So resting is lying. Samuel was lying on the floor, L-Y-I-N-G. He's resting. And William he's putting bricks down. So it's laying, L-A-Y-I-N-G. And number 10, he blank it there yesterday. Can you say he put it there yesterday? You can. So it is he laid it there because it already happened. It's not lay, L-A-Y. It's laid. He already did it. L-A-I-D. Whew, that was a lot to cover today. But you guys did well, I think. Now today is when I'm going to tell you that you're going to be doing your oral book report and working on an oral book report because you should have read your book by now and write your oral book report on your own, and we'll still be doing language lessons. And you're supposed to present it next Tuesday. But I noticed that you guys have a lot to do, especially at home. I know you're finishing a little bit early, but I recognize that this is very challenging to do all of this at home. So if you've read the book, I'm very proud of you. And I think that's really good because that will make you a smart, educated person to read. But we will not be doing the book report. So if you're happy about that, you can reply in Google Classroom underneath this video. But don't necessarily say why you're happy, because not everybody watches these videos. And so you guys need to know that you don't have to write it, but everyone else that hasn't done it, they're going to be confused and not know what you're talking about. So kudos to you. And if you read your book, awesome job. Don't say, oh, this is a waste, I didn't even have to read this book. No, that's not a waste at all, because that was just as important to me as you doing this report. So, but you don't have to do this report. We're actually going to skip that report day, and we're just going to keep going with lie and lay and all of those, okay? So, have a great rest of your day, and like I said, comment, and we'll keep going with the rest of our day.